Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Slide Job Racing Network, along with Woah Nellie Productions, present to you another edition of Tuesday Night Clustertruck. We got a good one set for you here at Weedsport Speedway. Tonight, it's the Woah Nellie Birthday Bash. 50 laps around this 1/3 mile D-shaped oval, which you can expect for a lot of bang-bang racing. So glad you could join us on Slide Job Racing Network, everyone. I'm Marty Sakala. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Well, if you missed us last week, the series had round number 2 of the season and went on out to beautiful Wild West Motorsports Park. And the checkered flag flew where Brody Disher took home the win in round number 2 of the season. Dave Bodio has a 1-point lead coming on in on Zane Harvey, but no signs of Bodio tonight here. So which means we will have no signs of Zane Harvey, who was 1 point behind coming on in. Jesse Dunaway, third in points, is showing up here tonight. So for a series that doesn't have any drop races, this puts everyone third on back into the title sequence. So qualifying currently underway at the moment. These are the times that we've got on the speedway. And it's Jesse Isidore that is your quickest driver out there with a 17.733. Brody Disher is 6th with a 17.93. Jesse Dunaway is 3rd. at a 18:14. Daniel Nelligan is fourth at a 18:15. Henry Frazier is fifth, 18:20. Jason Fanton, sixth, 18:21. Caleb Boatwright rounds out the field, an 18:46. Of course, this is the Woah Nellie Birthday Bash, as recently the founder of Woah Nellie Productions and owner and creator of Tuesday Night Clustertruck, Daniel Nelligan, celebrated his birthday earlier this week, went on out to Olive Garden, and of course went to a couple of races for sure. So as qualifying is wrapped up, here is how the night will work here. We will have 2 heats, not 1 heat, should be 2 heats. Yeah, 2 heats, 10 laps. Top 6 drivers get the invert to tonight's feature, which is 50 laps. So here's how they line up for heat race number 1. Isidore on the pole position. Jesse Isidore next to him. It's Jesse Dunaway. So all Jesse front row. Then in row number 2, Henry Frazier in truck number 17. Next to him, it's Caleb Boatwright in the 06. So as we get set to go for racing action here tonight, let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. Thanks to those that are currently tuning in early. Tell your friends and family to come on out and watch. Go one more lap here until we take the green flag. So top 3 drivers will receive an invert for tonight. The driver that finishes in last will start in 7th for tonight's feature. Hello to Katie checking in, rooting for Jesse tonight. Starting 2nd. Man, I tell you, he has been so close to scoring a win in action. Set for the green here for heat race number 1. Winner on pole, we're underway. Isidore gets out with a good start over Jesse Dunaway, Henry Frazier, and Caleb Boatwright. Everyone all single file, just trying to follow each other for right now, as lap 1 led by Isidore as Henry Frazier hard in the wall off of turn 4. Last time we saw the driver of the number 17, I believe it was Fairbury when we had the twin races. Frazier took a couple of licks and a couple of flips at the same time. Obviously, a lot has changed in the rule book. In Woah Nellie action, of course, damage was turned off back then. Now damage is on throughout the entire way. So Isidore off to a really good start. It is Elite Performance Industries number 15 truck at a 17:75 after lap number 2. That time at the line, lap time doesn't go downward. The field is all pretty much spread apart here. 3rd place car, Henry Frazier looking for the pole position, but Frazier up in the wall once again. Stick you on board here for a lap. Number 02 of Jesse Dunaway. Show you what the drivers are running. Top speeds of just about 86, 87 miles an hour into a corner. Right now throughout the turns, they're going about 60. And again, Dunaway's on the wall once again. Turn 4 here at Weedsport can really bite you. That wall just comes at you out of nowhere. So you gotta be very careful about how you drive the truck on corner exit. 4 laps to go though. Henry Frazier looking to start 2nd in tonight's feature. Right now, 1.7 seconds in front of Caleb Boatwright. That's like the biggest race possible. You start on pole or you start last. Maestro with a blazing lap last time by at 17.7. Better by just about 0.4 of a second over the 0-2 last time by. 2 to go. Let's get another quick lap, this time by 0.4 of a second. So Isidore going to be a huge contender to try and win this race. When you look at the point standings coming on in tonight, if you exclude Bodio and Harvey, your top two that are not here, Jesse Dunaway is 3 points up over Jesse Isidore, so that's a little something to keep in mind tonight. Checkers are out here in heat race number 1. Jesse Isidore wins. He starts 6th tonight. Dunaway finishes 2nd, who starts 4th. And the final driver that takes the handicap is Henry Frazier, who starts on the front row, and is happy about that. And gets it back on the racetrack, and a big hit. A big flip as well from Caleb Boatwright. Now we've got 3 drivers in heat race number 2. Last week's winner, Brody Disher, on pole position here. Next to him, it's Daniel Nelligan. Nelly in the 44. Running out the grid, it's racing Jason Fanton in truck number 85. Again, everyone gets an invert here. And we will figure out who starts where tonight. So this will determine the outside row for tonight's race. The man that finishes in 3rd starts on pole position. All right, here we go for the green flag for our final heat race of the night. Green flag is out. Here we go. So it's Disher that gets off to a huge jump. Snelly tries to pull away from Jason Fanton in 2nd. Good entry from the Woah Nellie Productions, number 44, as Disher leads lap number 1. And now the drivers are all up to full speed. Low line obviously is the place to be with the 4-wheeled trucks at Weedsport, but some drivers decide, you know what, let's test the top out. And a bunch of tracks here, a bunch of dirt tracks. Like at Limaland, the top is how Zane Harvey won races, by scraping the wall just a little bit. Obviously, there's a rule that says you cannot ride the wall. You can touch the wall, obviously, just don't ride it. As this is the battle for pole position, Jason Fanton sends it deep, gets into Nelly. The 85 has lost the hood, and how everyone hung on to that, I don't know. Nelly with a little payback, and the wall goes Fanton hard. Those are just two friends having fun, guys. Again, this is just heat racing. This isn't a lot of seriousness. I think pretty much for Nelly, he just gave Jason Fanton pole position, but look at how junked up that 85 truck is. Left front flapping. Possibly cause a distraction. The 85. Meanwhile, Brody Disher is hitting 18-second lap times. That time was a 17:93 for the Polaris Razor ride. 8.7 second advantage he has on Nellie. This will put him 6th in the lineup tonight. Just right on board here with Disher as he just plays it safe than sorry here. And Faggot is crashed somehow. Disher is able to hang on to it. Checkers are out. And Disher wins the heat race. Nellie comes home 2nd, and Jason Fanton is on pole for tonight's feature. So we're set to go for tonight's feature. Let's meet the field and give you tonight's starting lineup. Fireworks are off as Jason Fanton's on the pole in the number 85. Next to him, it's Henry Frazier in the 17. Row number 2, it's Nellie in the 44 and Jesse Dunaway in the 02. Row 3, Brody Disher in the number 9 and Jesse Isidore in the 15, the 2 favorites tonight. Final row tonight, Caleb Boatwright in the 06 and Mason Lobb in the 28. For those wondering who this guy is, Mason did not time trial, just showed up in time before the checkered in his heat race to show up and race with us for 50 laps tonight. Competition yellow scheduled at the halfway point to rack and stack the field back up. But again, thanks for joining us here on Slide Job Racing Network. If you're watching in the chat, let us know who you're rooting for tonight. 6 viewers out there. Again, make sure you tell your friends and family to watch tonight. Hot night, hot week here in the state of New York and even down in Pennsylvania where Firecracker weekend is upon us. Fortunately, I won't be making the trip out there like I have the past 2 seasons. If you're going, make sure you stay cool or whatever racetrack you head to this week. Fireworks still going off as the field makes their way to turn number 3. iRacing pace car set to hit pit road. As we say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? The Woah Nellie Birthday Bash. It's time to get it on. Nearly 4 wide in turns number 1 and 2. And with the advantages racing, Jason Fanton, Henry Orr 2nd. Look out, Nellie sideways off a heavy contact from Brody Disher. The 9 car finds a way to save it. We stay under the green for now. Well, more contact up in front. Jesse Dunaway up on the wall pretty good, and he's got a problem with the right front. That right front tire has gone down. Gonna have to hope for a caution or just hang on. But it's racing Fanton out in front in the number 85. Battle for 2nd, Henry Frazier and Mason Lobb. Jesse Isidore on both the tailgates of the 28 and 17. Saw Isidore ascend and nearly made contact with Lobb. Now finds a gap, takes it 3 wide for the runner-up spot. Isidore there. Oh, look out, Frazier around, he's in the infield. First caution flag flies. The benefit of that, Jesse Dunaway. A lot of calamity breaking out in the opening stages of this one. Here's a look at the replays. This is what happened to turn number 4. Disher was trying to make sure he didn't hit the Jersey barrier. If he did, he was on for a wild ride. And then how did Jesse Dunaway suffer this blown right front tire? Oh, hard lick for Henry Frazier, and that cut Dunaway's tire. Nice job for Frazier to find a way to save it. But unfortunately couldn't hear it in this caution flag. Man, it was like he was trying to shortcut the corner. And went directly into Shane Andrews' lights. That he loves to play around with before features. Pace car's off, coming back to the green flag this time. Fan the control car, we're back to green. Isidore stuck up top as Lob tries to hang on to the second position. Over Jesse Isidore, the defending champ of the inaugural series. Whoa, look out! Frazier caught again in the Jersey barrier. We'll have to call it the Frazier barrier from now on as he finds a way to hang on to it. Isidore, meanwhile, up into the second position. He wants to run at Fanton for the lead. They get together once again. Fanton leads it at the line. Trying to play defense on the 15, but can't turn it as deep as Isidore can. It was a shallow entry, but it pays off for the Ford F-150 of Isidore, who takes the lead. Lob with the run for a second, the two bang doors. And again, Frazier up on the wall in the background. Slide job from Lob up to second. Here comes Disher, moves his way up into third. And just about cleared Racing Fanton. Now on board with Disher as he wants the runner-up position from Mason Lob. Does he go into turn number one with a bumper? Yes, he does. Disher, you see, no right rear quarter panel from the contact on lap 2 he had with Jesse Dunaway. Unless he gets a quarter, unless he uses a quick repair, he won't have that quarter panel, which can be useful for aerodynamics. Some more contact. Fanton and Nellie, these two had some fun history earlier on tonight. Evelith or Evelith, I don't know how to pronounce your first name there, unless that's Evie. He was like, oh, but she's like, oh boy, Jason on the pole. So. Now the favorites that started on row number 3 of this race. Disher starting 5th, Isidore starting 6th. In the right places, but Disher seems to me possibly the better race car at the moment. Just ran the quickest lap last time by 17:93. This time, Isidore closes in a 10th. Here's the lap times. These last few laps between the leader and second. As you can tell, it's pretty tight. But Disher's had the advantage in 3 of the last 5 laps. This time by Disher slower by about a half second. Isidore approaching lap traffic for the first time tonight. Henry Frazier, the first driver, the Eibach number 17. Oh, that is heavy. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Long time since we've seen each other in person. Let's go back to the race for 4th as Nellie and Fanton go at it once again. Big run from the 44. A little bit tight racing. They touch once, twice. Now lean on each other 3 times as Nellie's up to P4. This is the closest race we have on track. Now let's see if Nellie can pull away from Jason. Remember, competition yellow just about 5 laps away. It's Nellie up at the wall. Isidore still out in front. 1.2 second lead over Brody Disher. Caleb Boatwright separating, and Henry Frazier has crashed again in turn 4. See what happened to him once again. This time just lost it and just caught the wall again. It's right on board with Frazier. Oh, wow. That wheel's not even turning. Okay, I don't know why we're not seeing the steering wheel turn. That's very strange. Unless I am missing something to that. So, don't know if that will be the comp yellow or not. Haven't heard anything. Lights still on here as we work to clean things up, get the field back together. Henry Frazier on pit road to get a quick repair on that Eibach race car.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time.
Keep the lights on for one extra lap. Not sure if it's to give Frazier a lap back. Jesse Dunaway after the right front flattened out. Back in the race, restarting in the 6th position. All right, lights are off, so we should come back to the green flag this time by. I believe it was for the competition yellow. You see, we're not counting the green flag laps here tonight. Try this once again as we come back to the green flag. Now you saw Disher caught sleeping. Restart in 2nd. So this could help out Isidore pull away as Disher has to deal with Lobb in that number 28 for the 2nd spot. So this man started from last in the Sweet Victory apparel ride. So he found his way up pretty well. Meanwhile, a bump and run attempt from Fenton. Looking for 4th on Nellie. Sliding, hanging on, trying to play some defense. Jesse Dunaway still hasn't recuperated yet from the flat tire. Still stuck in the 6th position, trying to take 5th here. Lobb, meanwhile, has stayed tucked up behind the tailgate of Isidore, looking for that race lead. Let's see if Lobb can force Isidore into make a mistake because you're on board with the 15. 20 laps remain here at Weedsport in the Woah Nellie Birthday Bash. Last time by, just about even laps. Here's the 5-lap average of the moment. Very tight laps here in these last few times. That time by, Isidore picked up a 10th. And now Disher trying to rebound and close back in on Mason Lobb. A bit slower though than Jesse Isidore. Hoping for a caution flag so he can time the restart with Isidore and make his way up to second. Obviously that's a possibility. Let's go to a race for fifth. Jesse Dunaway trying to find a way to pass Rayson Fanton. Even with a lower exit, Fanton's just getting a good exit off the corner here. There that time though, Fanton caught the wall. So this could get interesting possibly. Oh man, Dunaway pushed up really bad in turn 4. Meanwhile, lead for Lobb has increased. 1.3 for Isidore, excuse me, has increased over Lobb. 1.3 seconds. Back to the race. They get together for fifth. Better exit to Dunaway. Uses the door to move through up to fifth. Now let's see if Fanton can rebound after that. 13 laps to go into this one. Jesse Isidore does not want to have a yellow flag fly. Unless I believe with under 10 laps to go or 5 laps to go, we get a restart. Top 3 separated by 1.6 seconds. On board with the 9 truck. Ten laps remain. Lead cut down to 9/10 of a second. Henry Frazier has crashed and is called in a night. Let's get you a look at what happened. Lost in turn 2. I wonder if he told everyone to keep racing. Yeah, look at that. Isidore nearly hit the back marker. Rough night to be in that number 17 truck, that's for sure. 8 laps to go. That could be why Mason Lobb did cut the lead down just a little bit on Jesse Isidore. More lap traffic. He is approaching. That's the Red Bull 06 of Caleb Boatwright with 7 to go at the port. Down to 9/10 between Isidore and Lobb. Between Lobb and Disher, 1 second even. Now Disher has decided to test out the top and diamond the corners. See if that can work out for him. Last time by, Mason Lobb cut down a 10th. Isidore up to the middle groove to get past Caleb Boatwright, but the two get together. This could get interesting and help out Mason Lobb. Boatwright let the second place driver go. No, he does not. What is he doing? I don't know why he's trying to give the 06 a little bump. May have just cost himself the race, possibly. 4 laps to go, and Isidore has increased the lead up to 2 seconds. So Isidore got the break back. Now is 3 laps away, a third of a mile from taking the checkered flag. It'll be his first win of the season. Isidore, the series champ last year. 2 laps remain. The afterburners turned on the number 15 truck. Brody Disher, meanwhile, has a big chance at taking second at the end. Can he do it? Oh, boy! Nellie has crashed it. And just before Isidore can take the white flag, oh my, this could get interesting. Just lost it. So unfortunately, that's because the yellow has to fly in that circumstance. He just drove in way too deep, I believe. I don't know, but it's been a while since I've seen anything like that. So Brody Disher and Mason Lobb each got a gift. We are headed into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. So Nellie back on the track. Will restart in the 7th position.
Alright, man. Light you back on
Turn the
pace
light
car.
back
We're not
on.
going
I
green
believe
this
it's to
time. We
get
are not
Nellie a
going
lap
green.
back, and yes. Alrighty, folks. This could be a wild restart. Can Jesse Isidore hang on and take the win here? Great restart over the field. He's got Mason Lobb clear. Lobb gives Isidore the bumper. Looks low for the race lead. Lobb gives Isidore the door. The 28 out in front for the first time tonight. Isidore tries to counter back. Sends it in deep. If they go up, Disher's got a chance at it, possibly. They're leaning on each other. White flag is out. 3 trucks a chance to win. Isidore back out in front. Isidore gets a little bit tight as well. Mason Lobb underneath for the race lead and for the win. Into turn number 3 they touch. Here comes Brody Disher up to second. Off the corner. Isidore tries the Hail Mary. Mason Lobb takes the win. He steals one at Weedsport. And we've got beef at the end. Mason Lobb is on Victory Hill. Weedsport and iRacing, put your hands together. We've got a first-time winner. You love it for Lobb. You hate it, though, for Jesse Isidore, that's for sure. And let's remember this, too. Mason Lobb had 0, and I mean 0 practice tonight. Did not practice, did not qualify, did not race in his heat. Unbelievable. So we'll get your top 3 on in here. Hey, 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 hey.
I didn't know that I was gonna do that. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good. I had to say that on purpose just to avoid getting copyrighted. So
Oh man.
we'll see. But anyway, Brody, a great run for you tonight. Man, what was the game plan on that final restart with a chance at the win?
Well, I knew I had something for him at the end because that top was just so good at the end in 3 and 4. And then coming to the line on the last lap, I tried the top to try to see it, and I blew my right front coming out of 4.
All right, so you had 0% at the end then.
Yep, I blew my right front on the last corner. Yes, sir.
Man, so I got to ask you as well. You don't even have a right rear quarter panel on that truck. You didn't even have it from lap 2 onward. Do you feel like that may have also affected your truck tonight or not really?
No, I feel like it felt the same no matter, if I had that or not. I felt like, I don't think that mattered.
What positives do you take away from tonight?
I mean, it's another top 3 finish. We'll take it. Good run by Jesse and Mason. Good win for Mason. I know that probably feels good. Other than that, I mean, I don't know.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
Mason and Kane, Razor, Monroe Truck Equipment, MRT Tires, and everybody else. Thank you.
Well, we'll let you go. Great job tonight, and best of luck in 2 weeks.
Thank you, sir.
So Brody Disher finishes in 3rd. Let's go to the man that's the heartbreak of the night. Ah, man, I hate doing interviews like these. Jesse Isidore. That one's got to be a tough pill to swallow. First off, your thoughts on when the caution flag came out with 2 to go. Jesse, got a copy? Jesse Isidore, Marty Sakala. All right, we will put him back in the waiting room one more time, and we will talk to a first-time winner. Mason Lobb steals it. How does this feel?
I don't know, good, I guess. Didn't really think I had anything for Jesse, but worked out in my favor.
What were your thoughts when the yellow flag came out with 2 laps to go?
I knew it was going to be hard because I was starting on the top, but I was hoping to time it perfectly, and actually the start worked out just right. He went, and I went probably split second later, and 3rd place car didn't fire, so I could cut down underneath and take the bottom, and you really needed to be there.
Obviously, I mean, I know you knew you were going to send it. He was going to send it at the same time. Did you think that did you think going to turn number 3 you were a sitting duck?
Yeah, I was a little worried that I might get run over, but I also knew he wasn't going to totally trash me. So, I mean, I saw Brody. He sent it to the top and hoped for the best. That didn't really work out. It was just the way the cars were and the track was tonight. Overall, I didn't think he was going to really trash me for it, but I knew it could get rough.
Bear with me. I'm trying to think of another question here. How are you going to celebrate this one tonight?
Probably get off of here and go to bed.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
So, you had a chance as well against Isidore. I do want to ask you this as well. You had a chance against Isidore when you guys got up into lap traffic, and then you actually pulled up behind Boatwright's bumper. I'm curious, what was that all about? Because I mean,
I didn't think Boatwright was going to be able to stick the bottom. Because I knew the tires made it hard to stay around the inside of the track all the way around. So I kind of figured he was just going to float up enough that I could give him a little bump and he'd move up a little and I would be in the traction. Maybe I'd get a run going into 3, but yeah, obviously that didn't work out and he was pretty hard stuck on that. After that, I knew it was pretty much over until that yellow came out. I mean, it was just, I was in the right place at the right time, getting a lucky yellow and a good restart.
Well, you absolutely earned that one in the final laps. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Dan for having this, you for doing the whole video stuff. I don't know what that's called. The live, the announcing, all that. Making it fun. And just, I don't know, Aiden Von Tempe, Weekend Warrior Designs for the sweet looking truck. And that's about it.
All right, we'll let you go. Great job tonight. Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thanks.
All right, so Mason Lobb is a first-time winner. Let's check on Jesse once again. Jesse, get a copy? All right, that is going to wrap things up here for us then. So we got no sign of Jesse. So that is going to do it here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are back with you in 2 weeks. Haven't talked about the next race that's coming up in a few weeks from now. Round number 4, we had to Lernerville Speedway for the Clustertruck Firecracker on July 2nd for 45 laps. So with that, that's going to do it for us here tonight. On behalf of everyone here at Woah Nellie Productions, Daniel Nelligan, his fine group of crew, and on behalf of all our partners, Marty Sakala saying so long. Congrats to our first-time winner. Mason Lobb wins at Weedsport.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel.